Ciao, little chicken. Ah, the day dawns bright. Perfect day to go and find a little Daphne. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Lake Garda region part 3. And look what my host Andrea has made this morning. Fresh bread, homemade jam, how lovely. Here's where Dick the dog lives, and here it is. This has been my accommodation for the past couple of days. Below that walnut tree, that's where all the fireflies are. Lovely hills. Someone busy with a strimmer over there. Just about to go off and do my next walk. Today I'm hoping to cross off Daphne, petraea and Saxifraga tombeanensis. Right, okay, so let's do a quick recap. Day 1, we went to the Adamello. We found Saxifraga vandelii. Wonderful. Day 2, we popped to the Dolomites, went to Madonna di Campiglio. Florally, it wasn't that fantastic. Last time I went there, it was late in the season, so I wanted to go and see it when it should be good. It wasn't great, but it was a bit of a stroll down memory lane. I love the area, lovely views. Without a doubt, the highlight was that wonderful gentian we saw up there. Look at that, beautiful. Day 4 and 5, we'll be seeking out other wonderful things, not plant related, wines. And day 6 will be Boldo. But what we want to look at today is day 3. We're going to go around the Tombia area and we're going to look for Daphne petraea and Saxifraga tombeanensis. Now both these plants are endemics, and let's just think about what endemic means for a second. This means a plant that is native to a specific and limited area. It's not introduced from elsewhere, it's indigenous. So these plants do not occur anywhere else in the world. They don't occur anywhere else in Italy. They don't occur anywhere else in the Alps. They don't occur anywhere else around Lake Garda. They literally only occur in this tiny little area here. Now, easy you might think, but let's just think about how big a man is and how big a mountain is. And let's look at the terrain we've got to cover here. It's not just flat fields. It's up, down, there's altitude, there's nooks, there's crannies, there's cliff faces. And they're not like big great trees or anything. These plants are tiny, so it really is a needle in a haystack. So just finding them is a huge challenge. And add to that, you've got to hit the right time of year as well, because they might not even be in flower. Now, Farrow's quotes always add a touch of class to proceedings, so let's see what he has to say about it. Pay your respects to a plant which is among the rarest and most beautiful in the world. Not only that, but the most impregnably seated. More than that, the most remote and difficult to see. For on one cliff, and on that cliff only, will that exclusive plant take up its residence. Neither to the right nor to the left of its chosen precipice will you see a sign of it. This is the same with Saxifraga tombeanensis as well. Now, in addition, they are also both beautiful. Intoxicating. Let's go. Oh, here we go. Come on guys, I've got plants to find. Got to say though, it's a lovely thing to do, isn't it? Cycling in the Italian hills. Jesus Christ, come on then. I've got all day. Lovely cars though, one in the back. Lovely cars. Very smooth legs. Probably shaves those. That's right. I'm going to do them. Oh no, no, that's too dodgy. Ah, Jesus, ruined. Roadside flowers today, and how can you drive past that and not get out and take a picture? Look at that beautiful lilium. What a stunning flower. Another sort of localish plant, Southern Alps, Italy, the book says, Aquilegia thalictrifolia. Well, that little peak there in the middle of the hills is where I'm headed, and this is actually the first time, after 3 times of being here, it's the first time I've seen it, because normally it's covered in cloud, and as you can see the cloud is looming a little bit, but today it looks like a great day to go out there. Sun shining, it's spring, the birds are singing, excellent. Right, I'm ecstatic. I thought it was going to be too early to see this plant. I thought I might see leaves, but here it is in flower. This, Physoplexus comosa.
and it is one of the most weird and wonderful plants of this area. I love it. I love it. Let's have a closer look. Here we go. So look at those little curly bits at the end. I'm not sure what they're called. It's Campanulaceae. The leaves are great as well. Look at these jaggedy leaves. It always grows in the rocks. Oh, it's a little hoverfly, having a look at it. It's just such a wonderful plant.
Indeed it is. Did I say it's one of my favourites? Perhaps not. It is. It's one of my favourites. Next up, another plant of the area, Saxifraga mutata. Bacon's a little bit rude about this. He says, handsome leaf but rather squinny flowered. Of course, Farah is far more disparaging. Here we go. Altogether, it is not worth so much attention as you feel inclined to lavish on it. When first you see the rich but delusive promise of those rosettes, it is rather a disappointment. When the spikes come up, they look as if they were going to repeat or rival Saxifraga cotyledon's snowy oriflammes, instead of which they unfold into a quantity of squinny little orange stars, with petals so narrow that the calyx segments are the most conspicuous part of the bloom. Well, there we go. I actually kind of like it because it's an orange Saxifraga. What do I know?
I love the noise here. It's growing on a very damp rock face, and it's just continually dripping. Can you hear it? Some more bugs everywhere. It's very dependent here on when they let the cattle out and what sort of season they've had. As you can see here, this patch has been grazed. The animals are in here, the fences are up. So let's compare it to this one. There you go. As you can see, totally different. It never picks them out very well in the video, but it's full of flowers. All sorts of stuff going on. It won't be too long before this is grazed as well. And although it makes lovely tasting milk and cheese, it's not ideal for flower observation. Pleased to see me? Well, I can't... Oh, look at that, he's retreated. This is my voice. It must be a female snail. I can't believe this because, you know, here's this lovely little physoplexus here. And at home, you know, the slugs and snails go mad and stuff. You think up in the mountains it'll be okay. But look at this little bugger. She is here eating off the flower heads of this physoplexus in its native habitat. God, the cheek of it.
Right, a lovely little walk this, and as you've seen, we've already had some nice flowers, and they were just by the road in the rocky cutaways, the physoplexus and the Saxifraga. This is a proper walk. Now we start off in woodland, then we go into open glades, meadows, and then we're up to the rocks and high altitude stuff. Anyway, back to the woodland. Orchids. Cephalanthera longifolia. Not the best specimens. The one on the right there, you can really see those lovely long leaves. Nice bit of bud there. That's a much better plant in the light as well. Look at that. Gorgeous big white showy flowers. A couple of more orchids. Neotia nidus avis, the old bird's nest. And on the right there, a dactylorhiza. Is it fuchsia? Is it incarnata? The thing that bothers me is those big long protruding bracts underneath the bottom flowers there. Possibly a hybrid. Twayblade, Listera ovata, lovely little green orchid. Here it is, growing away in the woodlands. Those big leaves, if you ever find those, that's what they're the leaves of. Got a hellebore here, Helleborus viridis, nice. The old willow leaf gentian, Gentiana asclepioidea, and that's why we always refer to it as the willow leaf gentian, those lovely netted leaves. When I first visited here in 2020, there were flowers of Colchicum autumnale, and now there are leaves. And as you can see in the middle there, the huge seed heads that they bear, which seems quite disproportionate to the size of the flowers, but anyway. A bit of sage, Salvia pratensis, and Aquilegia atrata.
So here it is, the first rocky bluff of the walk, right where I left it. As you can see there, an overhang. The first time I came to Garda, I wanted to find Saxifraga arachnoidea, and I couldn't find it because I looked all around the rocks around Garda and didn't find it anywhere. The second time I came, I immediately was drawn to this overhang, went straight in there, and what did I find? Amongst many other lovely things, a very special little Saxifraga. So here's my little Saxifraga arachnoidea. And we're going to get the book out for this one because trusty book says Saxifraga arachnoidea, blah blah blah, short tufted perennial covered with sticky cobweb hairs Leaves rhombic or oval, 3 to 7 low, blah, 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 blah. Limestone caverns and underhangs. July to August. So it shouldn't really be in flower now, but it is. Southern Alps, near Lake Garda. It actually says near Lake Garda. And there's something I love about this because it's so specific. It really makes you feel like you've found something special. Let's have a closer look. Oh, there you go. There it is in the book. And ta-da! Here it is in real life. So yeah, that's where it gets its name from. Look, cobwebby foliage. And here we go. Let's go across to where the book says. Here we go, look at this, look. Southern Alps, near Lake Garda. Now some people are very rude about this. Farah.
This had been described to me as forming a cloud of golden blossom above its cobwebbed cushions of silver white fluff. When therefore my companion called me up into a dry grotto in the cliff and showed me a pallid little dullweed of flimsy and annual appearance, I almost wept. In cultivation it is almost impossible, and I think altogether worthless. I have not got it, and I don't mourn it.
But I like it because it's a rarity. For me, that's kind of special. Saxifraga arachnoidea. Why is a video always better than pictures?
Yes, I'm not sure that it is actually. Perhaps in the moment it seems that way, but in the cold light of day I think perhaps the photo's better. Anyway, this beautiful blue of this Linum austriacum. Look at this one, this is almost a gentian blue, what a gorgeous thing. Here's a few more shots of it. It makes lovely big bushes. And on the right there, a Solomon's seal. Polygonatum odoratum. What a wonderfully rich area. Now I've had some feedback that my videos are too long, so I'm going to split this day into two. So this is part 3A, and tomorrow will be 3.5 or something. Loyal followers, thanks for watching, and those that like to give constructive criticism, I hope you're happy. Bonjour. No.